What is going on, grunts? It's been a while. Welcome back to another Ruck video. We've been talking about this stuff for 2 years now, and the number one question I've got by far, well, two actually: how far should I ruck? How much should I carry? Well, I've got one question for you. What the hell are you training for? What is your ruck training for? So, if you don't know, we are coming off of our PCL tear. Some damage to the ACL and MCL. We got all jacked up in the last year challenge. That was in November. We're in May now. And I have almost completely rehabbed it by myself. So, we are just now getting back into rucking, just in time for the beautiful weather. Awesome. First mile at 16:12. Not bad for our first ruck. We got the Crossfire CF1, brand new. I don't know if they planned this, but we got this loopy, strappy Velcro thing. It's perfect for my hose to just dangle there, not hit my arm. Crossfire is good stuff. But we're not trying to be crazy. You know, we got a very light pack. We've got our boots, we got shorts because it's hot. And we're just trying to ease on back into it. Been doing our strength training because that has been critical for the rehab. And so now that we can finally do some moving around, we got to do it smart. But when people ask me how much they should carry, like how much weight, people want a number. Well, I did a whole series on this, and we finished up with how to build your entire rucking program all by yourself. So you need to go check the series out. We can address a couple issues here. So my response is, what are you training for? Okay, so if you're just doing it for the fitness aspect, you've heard rucking is a great workout. You get out and go hiking basically, but a lot faster and tougher. And it's a good way to enjoy the outdoors without cycling or jogging and stuff. And then you've got soldiers who follow me, other active service members. You got your Minuteman groups. They realize, hey, I suck at carrying my load out when I show up for CERT training. This sucks. Need to start moving with my gear on. That's the long route. We're only doing just over 2 miles today, so let's go back. So if you were just getting into rucking for fitness and that's all you care about, I'll give you a simple answer. 15 to 20% of your body weight, probably no more than 20% of your body weight. And you should be able to do 4 miles in an hour or less. That's pretty much all you got to do. And if you want to get really good at it, you know, you do 1 or 2 rucks a week, no more than 3. If you're just starting off, 1 ruck a week is fine. And if you're going to add weight or mileage, meet that time standard first. That'll give you a initial goal to shoot for. So until you can do 4 miles in less than an hour, don't add anything. Once you can do that, maybe you can add a pound or 2, but I wouldn't even add mileage. You could also mix it up by adding in some hills. You know, of course, the steeper they are, the horrible your time's gonna be. But if you're one of those who's just doing it for general fitness, you know, I get people writing me saying, oh, I did 10 miles this weekend with 55 pounds on. And I'm like, why? What is that for? What are you trying to accomplish? So if you're just doing general fitness, that's it's kind of silly, and you're probably gonna hurt yourself. Because it's just like if you started weight training. You know, a dude's not gonna start squatting at 245 pounds because there's nowhere to go from there. You're kind of stuck already. You start very low, and then you slowly work your way up, condition your body to more, and then you know, starting strength, add more weight and all that. Now, if you are one of the latter types, you're training for a specific purpose. I want to be an asset to my team. I want to be able to carry my stuff and not fall out. Be a good fit soldier. Well, now you're talking about actual training, specific training. But that makes it even easier. When people say, how much should I carry? Well, this is going to depend on your group, your area, where you are, but you should have some kind of packing list. Let's say you're going out on a weekend trip with your guys You're going to do a ruck, set up an OP or a patrol base, maybe do some patrols at night or whatever overnight, and ruck back home. Well, what do you actually need in your loadout to survive that? Food, water, your shelter and everything. What do you need? Well, that's going to be what you ruck with, because that's going to match what you're doing in your actual training and possible operations. So if you're in a light mountain unit or a light swamp unit, you're probably not carrying more than 40 pounds. You probably shouldn't be. If you're in Arctic environments, you're going to be loaded down, man. So you might want to train with some heavier weights, especially strength training. People want to fight me all the time about rucking is not endurance. And there we are, zone 3, 143 beats per minute. And we've been sitting there for over 20 minutes now. We're going to be in zone 3, probably with this hill, get into zone 4 or 5, probably 4. And we're going to be in that zone for over 40 minutes. Rucking is endurance, 100%. And it's a hell of a lot more applicable than jogging. Happy to get out and walk, man. Happy to be able to move around again. Lower body injuries are bad. It sucks. But hey, we're up and running again. So if your group doesn't have some kind of standardized loadout or packing list, well, your leadership is failing. You need to get them in touch with me. We'll get them squared away. But I do have 2 videos up, just suggestions. A standardized loadout. Then I have a second video right behind that one that is a patrol OP pack dump. Now, if I'm in a different area than you, yours is going to be very different. Some of the basics are the same, like water, ammo, but what you're bringing in an OP is going to be very different. But again, if your unit sucks, or if you don't have a group, well, it'll get you started. But again, if you're actually training for a specific purpose, like maybe you're training for a military service or go to SFAS or something, all right? You need to know what you're supposed to be carrying. If you don't know what you're supposed to be carrying, think about what you might need. Take 15 to 30 minutes and go through a scenario. Okay, well, we're gonna walk this far. I need water. If I sleep overnight, this is what I need in this environment. I need this much food, and then we're going to be walking back the next day, so I'm going to need more food and snacks. I want to prepare for filtering, collecting, and purifying water, just in case it's something good soldiers do, and make sure you can make it back from the ruck. Well, now you know what your loadout should be. So instead of going into it with a set poundage, a set weight, well, now you have something that makes more sense. So when I put up my standardized loadout videos, I weighed the stuff just because I knew people would be curious. I think we came out with 37 pounds plus a 8-pound weapon. But generally, if I'm packing for stuff, I don't really care about the weight of my mission essential stuff because it's coming with me anyway. Now, if I'm going out to do some winter stuff and I realize I am loaded down, that's when I will try to kind of steal the backpacker mentality and see what I can get rid of, what duplicate items I have that don't need to be duplicate, and see maybe there's a different product that'll fit my needs that's a lot lighter, something like that. But generally, we're not really concerned with the actual weight of our loadouts, because if you need it on a mission, it's going with you. See, we're up in zone 4 now. Zone 4 rucking. And people want to say rucking is not replacing cardio. How can you tell me that jogging in shorts and tennis shoes can beat rucking in the same friggin' heart rate? You can't. All right, so I think we got it now. If you need a specific number to train with, well, pretend you're going out on a mission, get everything set up how you would, and there you go. There's your weight. Put that weight in your pack, you're good to go. Now, one last thing. I got a lot of people saying they live in the burbs or areas where they don't want to freak people out walking around with a rifle. Okay, so I got it. You can go ruck anywhere, guys. I mean, if you're in the metro, you might get robbed or beat up. But hey, that's what you get for living in the metro. Sorry. For everybody else in the burbs and stuff, just get a pack and boots. You can be in shorts. It's cool, man. If you've ever done these charity rucks, people are coming out in bikinis, dudes in silkies, no clothes. Who cares? The boots are important because that's how we operate, and some weight. That's all you need. And then some motivation and the freaking discipline to do it. A lot of people are lacking these days. Discipline. Hope that helps. See you in the next one. Mile 2. Boom. And we're still in zone 4. Coming up to the top of the hill. Operational endurance. Get some. Mission planning, principles, leadership, and tactics. Land navigation, area studies, op orders, first aid and medical sustainment, communications, general fitness, and warrior fitness. The Grunt Proof Academy has it all. This full-on course will teach you everything you need to know to get out in the field and start operating, as well as how to build and lead your own unit training. And for the busy guys who can't travel, we have a complete course online full of seminars that'll get you going. I've teamed up with a few other experts to get you guys trained and educated. Check out the link down in the description and get registered for courses now. See you out there.